Sounds like we've got quite a few kings ready.
Thank you, gentlemen of the services. Thank you. This next contest is 4 3-minute rounds of boxing in the featherweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the gold and white coloured shorts. At the weight he's scaled 8 stone, 11 pound 3 ounces. He hails from Evesham, presenting Brett Fidoe. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the claret, green and gold coloured shorts. At the 8th weigh-in he scaled 8 stone 9 pound 8 ounces. From one contest he has 1 win. He hails from Liverpool, presenting the Battalion Stallion, Ricky Starkey. Timekeeper at the bell, Philip Morris. Referee in charge of the action, Mark Lyson, for 3-minute rounds.
Okay, boys, both know the rules. Want you to obey my command. Tell you to break cleanly, defend yourselves at all times, boys. Good luck to you both.
So it's the Battalion Stallion against Brett Fidoe.
The public picked that, so whoever picked that that's quite clever. So.
Yeah, it's good. If you're listening out there and you clicked on that, let us know. VIP Boxing Live, let us know who's guilty. Ricky was talking before, finds a ticket selling aspect to this business pretty tough. He's thinking of going on the road, which is for bantamweight, I think it's a bit of a rash decision. You know, chances come quick, don't they?
Yeah, he's exactly at that weight. There's not as many of the smaller men around as there used to be. So, as you say, British English title fights can come round before you've even had a dozen fights. But going on the road is a big gamble to take if you're coming into the blue corner, the expected losers corner around the country. You're not going to get. It's a truism, but you're not going to get close fights not in your favour. So that would be a big gamble for him, I think.
I tell you, it's a lot calmer than on his debut. He came out like a whirlwind, just got whipped up in it all, and it was a messy. Threw too many punches early.
Bit too excited, yeah.
Bit too excited, yeah. He's a lot calmer now.
Got John Smith in his corner, famous Liverpool pro there. He was be proud listening to that song. He probably knows all the words himself, an ex-Kingsman himself.
Yeah, Ricky was saying he chose it because the people that went over the top in the old World Wars and fought in the song used to sing it as they went over the top, and that's why he chose it for his ring tune. Very proud ex-soldier. I don't think.
Oh, just slipped a big right hand there. Didn't
Speaking of ex-soldier, Brett Fidoe, a bit of heavy artillery there. That's going to start an avalanche of army jokes, is it? That got his attention.
He's been caught. He's just been caught by another one there.
Caught by another one.
Another right, straight through the guard. He's got to be careful here.
I think he just has to move his feet, Ricky, and just concentrate on his boxing. Don't worry about trying to get rid of these fellas or make a big impression. Just worry about winning.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe move his head a little bit more as well, or slip a few. But he's took a big right and a decent right in the first sort of 60 seconds or so he needs to try not to ship another one.
No, there's a possible big fight, well, not a big fight, but a ticket-selling fight for him with Ian Halsall from Liverpool.
Ian Halsall, St Helens, good lads, yeah. Again, he's another one. He had to go on the road as well, didn't he? Because he wasn't not the biggest ticket seller. He's a plumber by trade. You know, he works in the day, has to train at night. So,
but you know, it's a derby, isn't it? It'd be a meaningful fight for
definitely.
Both the guys, and that'd draw draw a few more ticket sales. I don't think Ricky should be too rash and rush on the road yet.
I might have to say he's a heating engineer there if he's listening. I think so. I've said he's only a plumber.
Only a plumber.
Decent first round from both there.
Yeah, he's got caught a couple of times, Ricky, but I think on the whole he took a round. Joining us, that's first round of Ricky Starkey, Brett Fidoe in the bank. After this, we got Lloyd Campbell fighting Chris Twinny Jenkinson. Anthony Kakacha, very talented fighter, taking on Stockport's Jamie Quinn. And then Adam Ishmael, Sean Lewis, topping the bill, 10 rounds, Central Area welterweight title.
Harvard's 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 2.
As you say, John, maybe Ricky Starkey there this round just needs to be a bit cleverer, and well, he started off exactly the same as the first round, hasn't he? Jumping right in there, but maybe box a little bit more, stay out of trouble, just pile the points up, get the win, move on.
He was telling me that he wanted a new pair of shorts for this fight, but we couldn't get it done in time. They're on order for next time. Bit of character, Ricky.
Yeah. It's getting a bit scrappy, this, isn't it? Yeah.
He just needs to give himself some space. That's all it is with him. He's a bit too keen to impress.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there? But
I think if they can analyse it in the heat of the moment in the ring, you know, someone who's making his second pro fight against a good journeyman, getting tied up isn't really the thing to do, because you're not really going to come out of that on top. You know,
nice left hook from Fidoe there. Left in behind it.
Yeah.
Just showing a few old tricks here, and he's just ragging Ricky around on the inside. Nice body shot.
That's it. You know, you've got to keep it long against these types of fighters. If you've got the skills and you've got the reach, you've got the jab. Just jumping in a little bit over eager, a bit keen.
Just too predictable at a minute. Brett could have read that miles away, couldn't he? Just slipped inside a jab and just let his own body shot go.
I was going to say exactly. You know, he's not laying in here. He's just diving in again and getting caught up, getting spun around.
And like we saw with Christian Lake before, like Brett's eyes have lit up, haven't they? You know, he was alert when he got in the ring, obviously, but now he's got a different look in his eyes. I think he can see a way to win, can't he?
Yeah, exactly. And they don't come around often for these types of fellas, and if they can see one that they think I've got a really good chance here, then you know they do go for it. Mark likes and telling them to tidy up there. It is getting a little bit scrappy.
It's better from Starkey, just keeping his distance, let the punches go on. Fidoe can't get in and make it messy inside. Letting the action speak for itself here. There's not many punches to report on at the moment.
No, but you can see Brett's looking a lot livelier than probably he does in a lot of his other fights, because he realises that, you know, he's got a decent chance of a win here, a rare win, and Ricky not really learning much there from the first round and a half. Ended up making the same mistakes, jumping in, getting tangled up, and as I say, if you're getting tangled up against some of these journeymen who've been around, they've tangled with the best, and you know, if you're making your second pro fight, you're not really going to look good in terms of trying to win around with the judges, but you're going to tire yourself out, you're going to slip shots that probably you shouldn't be slipping on the inside, you know, the blind side, the referee. You can see Fidoe there talking in the corner, you know, he's got a chance here, he's talking back to his trainers and thinks he's got a real good chance here.
You know, Ricky was happy about this fight was closer to his natural weight. I think he'll be a bantamweight. His opponent last time weighed in at 9'6", and Ricky fought at 9'2". But he was happy that this one's closer to weight, you know, closer to bantam, closer to super bantamweight.
Seconds out. Round 3.
But you would imagine, being an ex-soldier and being dedicated, he's never going to be found wanting for fitness. So you just concentrate on your boxing skills.
On your skills, yeah. This is more like it this round, yeah. And then when you dive in, you get caught up, try and get out straight away. referee telling Brett Fidoe there to stop his elbow as Ricky was diving in. Brett just leaving the elbow there, you know, an old school trick.
Nice little left to the body and bought a nice right uppercut as well, Brett. I think Ricky's going to have to get this done on. I think it might be. He's not going to transform his style at this point, is he? I think he's just going to have to get this done on work right now.
Yeah. Again, throws a jab, gets caught up, tangled up a little bit.
A bit of a borderline shot from Fidoe there. Just worked out where Mark Lyson was and threw it so he couldn't see it. Very clever. Impossible to score.
These are really tough fights to score, aren't they? You know, a lot of energy from both fighters. Quite scrappy. What you do when they're tangled up and someone's throwing quite a lot of punches that maybe they shouldn't be throwing because, as I say, one or the other fighter's holding. Really, I think this is going to come down to who Mark thinks maybe is putting the most effort in, trying to be the most aggressive, and even if that aggression sometimes isn't coming off.
Or who's making the other one fight their kind of fight, possibly.
He's already, Mark's already gave Christian Late a rare win, hasn't he? Early on in the night.
I mean, Ricky's working with all the intent here, isn't he? Brett's holding on and mauling a bit, but Ricky's trying to push the action.
Yeah, they're always tough to fight with. You know, nothing's clean, is it? There's no clean scoring shots really, except for the first two big right hands that Brett threw, that landed in the first round. But the scrappier it gets, the tougher it gets to score.
Let us know how you're scoring this at home. Hashtag VIP Boxing Live. Gemma Raymond asking what's going on with these shorts. Yeah, that's exactly what I said when Brett walked into the ring.
They are very long. Yeah, tough round to score that one.
I'm not going to even attempt to score that round. I'm going to leave this one to Mark Lyson. Whatever Mark decides, I'm happy with here in this case.
Yeah, you can probably make arguments for both going into the last round, that, you know, they've got to win this round clear to win it, but one round either way, and I don't think anyone can argue. But sometimes that's the most frustrating part of some of these 4-6 round fights, including journeymen and debutants or people just starting out at the beginning of the career. You know that the cleaner boxing, the cleaner punches are going to score, are going to win you the fight, but these styles just aren't working, are they? The two fighters probably a bit too similar.
There's 10 seconds.
And you think, you know, if only one of them can just like keep it
Seconds
long,
out for the fourth and final round.
keep it long, boxing moved, and they've won this fight.
I still think this could go either way, so it's not been the most thrilling spectacle, we'll be honest with you there. Always the honesty on a VIP Boxing TV, but it's all down to this last round, it could go either way. Another warning to tidy it up. And another clinch.
Yeah.
Just one of those fights.
You could see Brett was just thinking of proper throwing him around there, wasn't he? But second thoughts, yeah, a couple of good shots there from
left hook and a body shot got in there from Brett.
Yeah.
What's that, Gary? You wish it was 6? Is that the note you just wrote me?
No. I think we see lots of these 4 rounders.
Shaw took over now. Can you not get him off the mic?
Are we
listening, Chris Walker? You should have been down here, but you've lost your job, Walker. And your articles have been the paper aren't as good as you keep saying they are.
I thought he's the greatest to ever do it, he says, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the greatest at everything, isn't he?
Good article on Danny Vaughan last week in the Boxing News. It was a great one.
What have you made of it so far, Steve?
Not been a bad show. Again, no stoppages. The way kids are coming to fight as well, aren't they? It's been durable, so it's been okay. I expected this to take off, and he's not done yet. But I suppose it might do in the last round.
I thought Luke Willis looked good.
Very impressed with Luke. Yeah.
Nasty, hard punches and sharp. What's your breakdown on Ishmael and Lewis for people watching from the top of the bill?
Well, I think we all know on that one either the ginger Mexican's going to steam into and outwork him, or Adam's going to pick him in as he charges in and outbox him. So it'll be interesting to see which one gets the tactics right.
Yeah, it's good at short notice, isn't it, for Sean to step in and save it?
It is as made up, because you always want a good top of the bill, and we've got one. Who's next?
Lloyd Jenkins.
Yeah, Lloyd Campbell and
you doing that one
Twinny
well,
Jenkinson are on
now,
next.
Yeah. See if we can get you the break somewhere.
But we'll leave John on.
Sorry?
What's Rutter to do one for you?
Yeah, we'll have Rutter in. Yeah. Alex Rutter's going to... Totally forgetting we're commentating on the fight there and talking about what we're going to do for the next one. But yeah, Alex Rutter's going to join us. Get your questions in. He's just had a bit of a disappointment, but we'll get Alex's take on it, see if there's been any news on a replacement for Callum Diath for a Central Area title fight. Get Alex's take on it. He only found out yesterday, so I'm sure he's probably still not in the best of moods. That's the end of that.
That's the end of that. Yeah, we didn't. It just
petered out.
It followed the script, didn't it, from the first few rounds. That last round, exactly the same. Didn't miss much while we were chatting to Steve there, Steve Woods. Bit scrappy, holding. I don't know, maybe sometimes if the referee's been told them twice to tidy it up, does he give the nod for a round to someone who actually does have to try to tidy it up?
Yeah. That's what it could come down to, this. Anyway, we're about to find out. Anticipation builds around the arena as Michael Pass gets into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing action, referee Mark Lyson has scored the contest 39 points to 38 points for your winner. The Battalion Stallion, Ricky Starkey.
Ricky Starkey, the Battalion
Your
Stallion.
appreciation, please, for Brett Fidoe.
Ricky Starkey, the Battalion Stallion, gets a decision there.
Charlie Pennell come over and did it.